This podcast is presented by Castrol Edge Euro, the #1 brand recommended by technicians in Europe. Did you know that almost 50% of European vehicles in Canada come factory filled with Edge Euro? Offer better oil. Offer your customer Castrol Edge Euro. Questions? Contact your local auto parts distributor, or Wakefield Territory Sales Manager, or customer service at 1-800-268-5339. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. It's your host Andrew Ross. I am now, although you can't see, sitting in a classic VW Westfalia bus, fully converted to be an electric vehicle. I'm currently at the Canadian Auto Care Industry Conference, and it's my pleasure right now to sit with Jason Dale and Stephanie Quinn of Georgian College, the Automotive Business School, who've been so industrious with their students to have this vehicle on site. And there's a lot of good new things happening at the Automotive Business School of Canada as regards the aftermarket. So Jason, maybe bring people up to speed on what's going on at the school regarding aftermarket and training.
Certainly. Thank you, Andrew, and a big thank you to JF Champagne from AIA Canada for allowing us to bring our 72 Westfalia here to the show and to really showcase what our students have done and what's been happening at the college for the last little while. Currently, our newest program is the aftermarket management program, which is geared towards executive level managers in the aftercare or in the auto care sector. And we're launching it April 15th. So we're looking for 15 students to be our pilot cohort, and we're super excited to give this training to the industry.
Yeah. So Stephanie, what does the kind of this new program bring to the industry and to the professional in the career world that maybe was missing previously?
Thank you, Andrew. So the program itself is going to consist of 7 courses, and what it's going to bring is a variety of content around supply chain, finance, customer experience, management, as Jason touched on, and also marketing. And as shared, it is going to be offered to aspiring professionals in the automotive industry. And based on some of the learning outcomes that we've got already in the program, we're hoping that it will allow for them to enhance those skills that they may already have as professionals, and if they're up and coming, to learn some new stuff in the program as well.
Yeah, I mean, going back, the kind of legacy reputation of Georgian College and regarding automotive was, strongly dealer, family oriented and dealer ownership oriented. And that's changed, over the years quite a bit. I mean, I think the aftermarket has been part of the program now for a couple of decades, probably. But this feels like a big step up.
It's definitely a big step up for us. We've made a full shift and focus into the aftermarket sector, working very closely with JF Champagne and understanding the need and the opportunities for us to really help the industry grow and succeed.
What's your hope for this program as it continues to evolve? And I mean, we're just getting going now. But, the future is long, right? So what's your hope for this down the road, and what does it say about the evolution of the aftermarket segment within Georgian College's Automotive Business School?
Well, as Jason shared, we're getting ready to launch our very first cohort group, and that will be coming up in April. And I would say, depending on level of interest, and we are super excited that we will have folks that will be interested in the program, I perceive that we will likely expand the program and be able to offer it perhaps in multiple provinces across the country, similar as we do to some of our other programs in the Automotive Business School, like our Canadian Dealer Academy as well.
Right now, I know that time is, a big concern for a lot of working professionals. I mean, how is this program organized to help them achieve the learning goals while allowing them to continue to, be employed and accomplish their professional goals?
We really want our students to be successful, so it's a blended delivery. This program, it's a program that lasts 12 months, but there's 7 courses. You'll be on site for 3 days, and then you'll do 6 weeks of distance learning where you'll work with the faculty members on assignments that are geared towards your business to help you succeed and to be and to complete the course.
Yeah, as far as highlights of this program that you think might interest prospective participants or enrollees, what would you pick out on that front?
Well, it was brought up this morning on the panel at the conference here, where we really need leadership skills. So we really want to develop those high-end leadership skills so that we can attract new talent into our industry. We can help us with gaining new technicians that we need out there. So that leadership focus is really what we're going to strive on.
Is this more focused for certain segments of professionals in the aftermarket, or is it more all-encompassing than that?
I would say it's all encompassing. So we would anticipate that our professionals that are joining us for this type of corporate training would be learning new things that perhaps they may not be familiar with. So it's going to give them a full breadth and knowledge of a lot of the topics that I shared earlier that are involved in the courses. But there would definitely be new learnings for folks that may have some limited knowledge around particular aspects of the program.
Right. But it is management based. It's not a technical repair-based program, correct?
That is correct. We're going to talk about customer experience. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to talk about your financial statements, and really prepare the student for success in their field.
For somebody who's interested in this, what's their assurance that it's going to be really relevant to the Canadian experience? I mean, there's a lot of training out there. A lot of it comes from south of the border, and a lot of it is really great, but sometimes is a little disconnected from the numbers and volumes that we experience in businesses here. Is it? Are there aspects of this that you can really kind of hang your hat on that say, this is a Made in Canada program?
Yes, absolutely, Andrew. We actually used industry professionals that are working in the industry currently in the aftermarket side to help us develop our curriculum over the last year.
Yeah, can you give me a couple of examples of where that's most visible?
Do you want personal examples? We actually have
nothing that's going to violate any privacy regulations, but are there certain elements or aspects of the information being covered that are very much apparent to being a Canadian derived information?
Absolutely. I mean, we look at the Canadian legislation, what's mandated out there for this industry. Our industry professionals and experts in the industry have provided us with all the necessary tools to make sure the curriculum is developed for Canadian standards.
Sure. And when we've talked previously, at the gestation stage, I guess, of this program before it had officially launched, and even just items like, sales volumes and examples like that, if they were not based on, real world Canadian experience might set, a prospective student back and say, well, I'm not going to be doing $100 million a year. But is that part of it, or is there more to the Canadian experience? And, I'm really just looking at it like what's the relevance, and ensuring that the relevance to their experience and their jobs in Canada is going to be, assured what their takeaways from the course are.
We're utilizing Canadian benchmarks. We've built an aftermarket committee at the college, comprised again of industry experts that are assisting us with those benchmarks to ensure that the student is going to be able to achieve or even exceed those benchmarks that are provided to us.
Right. I mean, it seems super important. I know that, unfortunately, the reality is that sometimes we see information that doesn't fit with our realities, and we throw the rest of it out, So, I guess kudos to you to going the extra mile to make sure that's happening. And for those other students, though, I mean, we're sitting here, as I said, we're sitting in this converted classic camper van. What is the interest level that would have current students of the school that want to do this kind of thing? Tell you about, the interest level from the younger folks in learning and applying their trade in automotive.
This 72 Westfalia was actually brought to me, and so our Eng Tech students came to us at the Automotive Business School and said, we want a project and we would love to be able to convert a vehicle to EV, and if we would have your support, we would make sure that it happens. And so I went to our ABSC board of directors, and they absolutely gave us the support. We purchased the vehicle, we purchased the EV kit, and our students put it together. And then the collaboration throughout the school and the excitement and the energy surrounding this vehicle brought in our design students. So now we're sitting in here in this very 70s retro design, but our design students did all this for us. And you know, it just comes down to automotive passion. It comes down to what our students are really focused on, and this is what they want. This is what they see the future as.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, we're sitting very close side by each here, you know, in 1970s luxury. But how do you feel about it, Stephanie? Is this something you ever envisioned?
No, in fact, this is only my second time sitting in the van. I had the pleasure of sitting in it at the auto show recently. And I agree with Jason. I think that the students are super excited to be able to showcase some of the fruits of their labor in terms of all the work and effort that went into converting the van.
How important is that enthusiasm for the, you know, as you see it, for the future of, well, both the school and you know, the future of the automotive business?
I think the enthusiasm comes from our students. It just really showcases the passion that they have for our industry. And we really need to understand that the industry is very large right across Canada. And we need to recruit more students into our program areas, including both our undergrad programs, our 2-year diploma and our 4-year degree. So I think that to see the passion that they have for the auto industry is really just going to showcase through this event.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Thanks very much, Jason. Thanks very much, Stephanie, from coming to you live from 1972 with an EV twist. Thanks, everyone, for listening. It's been the Great Canadian Aftermarket Podcast. Be well.
You're listening to the Great Canadian Aftermarket Podcast, brought to you by the publishers of Indie Garage and Jobber Nation. Connect with us online at indiegarage.ca and jobbernation.ca, a brand of Chat Integrated Media.